Well, hello guys, and welcome back again for this one. So we're gonna have ourselves a new event. What is this? I think it's some kind of a advertising. Yeah, I don't know if this is any problem, but I see a lot of guys is actually streaming this event, and because I'm really interested in this event, I'm interested in this game. Actually, decided to do it myself. Stream with the event basically. So we'll see how the new Call of Duty is gonna look like. Follow the Call of Duty and tweet COD next sweepstakes for a chance to win one of the 6 pairs of the shoe surgeon custom Call of Duty shoes. TNCs. So you can win those shoes basically. This is what it is. Yeah. 18 minutes to go. Everybody's waiting. I mean, the gaming section, it's probably one of the best moments of the multiplayer gaming section. I saw they're gonna try to introduce the third person. So what that means is you're gonna see your character from outside, just like you see it in Fortnite, just like you see it in PUBG. So basically, it is like a call for people from PUBG, a call from people from Fortnite, like Ninja, I guess, and his communities and all that. I think that's why they're gonna introduce the third-person view. Me personally, I'm kind of upset they're gonna introduce that, because it might be people, you know, that already have this skill, this power of controlling a third-person character. I'm not sure if when you get an ADS and you're gonna try aim for somebody, if that will, you know, do something, like putting the scope on, like putting the ADS on, so from the third person you're gonna be like seeing the first person and do you see the ADS happening. If that is gonna happen, I don't think it makes too much of a sense to play as a third person, but I think most of the players, they're gonna use third person with probably just hip fire, I'm guessing. You think you can lean as well with the gun? I don't know if they're gonna keep the mechanic from Modern Warfare 1. People is kind of concerned if they're gonna keep the mechanics from Modern Warfare 1. In Modern Warfare 1, what you can do instead of leaning is basically mount your gun on the edge of the wall, of the whatever. If you have a cover or whatever, you just mount your gun, you know. It's kind of like similar to leaning, but it's not actually like leaning. You stay close to the wall and you mount a gun in the corner and just shoot like that. It's like almost like leaning, but it's not leaning. And I think they're gonna keep that mechanic forward for this probably Modern Warfare 2, I'm guessing. But right now what we're gonna see, I don't think it's gonna be something from Warzone. If it's gonna be something from Warzone, I will be impressed, but I don't think it's gonna be something from Warzone. I think it's just gonna be the multiplayer only. We're also gonna play multiplayer tomorrow. Then we're gonna see how the game feels like, because apparently still, but this year, I'm not sure for the next year, but I think this 2 years, this year and the next one, I think PlayStation is having some agreement or some contract that allows them to actually have this, you know, exclusivity. So this year, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is going to be exclusive for early access on PlayStation, and then it's going to be the rest, PC and Xbox. which is basically the bosses of this franchise, of this publisher or whatever it is, of this developer, let's say. It's not a publisher anymore. Activision.
Excited to see here today.
Look at these ladies.
I'm not excited for.
I think honestly being able to see a lot of people who played online together finally in the same area after everything that's gone on and being able to get back together, like that's going to be a really fun time for people to be able to like see each other across the way.
Now there's a lot happening, there's a lot being revealed, you guys are getting that inside scoop on it, but we've got Warzone 2.0, we've got multiplayer, so much going on. What is your game? What is your game on COD? You know, what are you looking forward to?
This ladies looks like nerds, you know what I mean?
Search and Destroy fan, so a little bit different.
Search
than
and
most people
Destroy.
here.
This
They
is like
play
the
Warzone,
legacy of Call of Duty, basically.
Warzone, but Search and Destroy, quick scoping, that's my thing.
Okay, we love to
Quick
hear that.
scope
What
it, of
about you?
course.
Also, search and destroy. That's how we met.
Wow,
So,
hardcore.
yeah, search and destroy all day.
This lady looks like nerds, definitely. Yo, Mr. Salty Cracker, welcome to the internet once again. Hello, Mr. Battle Royale. The favorite wanker, basically. The awesome wanker. Yeah, 13 minutes to go. It's gonna be interesting to see how the game is gonna play. I guess it's gonna be 120 frames for PlayStation 5. Apparently, it's gonna have also a slider for the field of view. I don't know how third person is gonna feel like. I'm definitely gonna give it a go, but my thing is first person, definitely. I think it's gonna be just like if you guys play Star Wars, you know, you can choose to see your character from inside, so first person view, or third person view, so you can see it from outside, like it is in GTA or Fortnite, whatever. Exactly like I was saying, they tried to call Fortnite and PUBG into this game, and Warzone 2, I guess. So that's why they introduced probably the third person. I kind of like disagree with this, but yeah, they probably want to make their community bigger, I guess. Yeah. 12 minutes to go. We'll see. We'll see what we get. I was like surprised that Jack Frag is doing the stream just like me right now. So he's like streaming the channel of Call of Duty event. I don't know, maybe he got lazy. I cannot believe that Jack Frag was not invited to this event. I know he got a code, so if you are on Warzone and if you want to play, if you want to buy a specific skin, you just type Jack Frags and you have a discount. And that discount is like basically going to Jack Frag as a revenue. So I don't know why he was... I don't think he was not invited. I think he didn't go, basically. I think he was getting lazy to, you know, fly so much. There's a lot of time spent in the plane just to fly to LA and go back. And I'm also surprised to see Dr. Disrespect not getting invited. I mean, what the actual F? Come on. You cannot leave 2 times like this. But on the other side, Team Todd the Man, his friend basically, or his competitor, or I don't know, his colleague was invited. I don't know what happened to Dr. Disrespect. If you remember, he was like getting kicked out from Twitch for no reason. Now he's getting kicked out from Call of Duty for no reason event. Or was he too cocky or something? I don't know. Yeah. What's it gonna show us today? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This is a new star that everybody's hyped about it, especially streamers, content creators, and also gamers, and also people that plays Warzone and Battle Royale and things like this. And also Call of Duty has this thing, this power to make hype.
So many different things that you're going to be able to test out here today. What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm most looking forward to find out more information about Warzone 2 and the future of the franchise. I think that Warzone is really...
So I guess this guy is a content creator?
Audience, whereas the CDL has been growing the more competitive side of things. And I just want them to see them, you know, be able to refine it.
Hello, Infinite.
Come in with Ricochet this time, not have any of the issues we did with Verdansk, and really be able to, you know, just hit the ground running this time.
As we look ahead to Warzone 2, do you have any favorite memories on Warzone?
On Warzone 1, oh yeah, I have some great ones. The end of Verdansk was probably one of my favorite things. I did my first subathon. It was 7 days straight, and we covered the whole thing from the Easter eggs and all the things that told us what was going to happen to seeing the nuke.
This guy's
actually
big, I guess.
explode.
I don't
And
know who it
if
is.
anybody keeps up with Modern Warzone, but I had been saying since Verdansk
Hello,
came out
Brinley.
that it was going to be blown up by a nuke. So to see it happen was just euphoric for me.
Well,
Love
I
it.
can't wait to see if your predictions come true for this next game as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ah, you think that's why, Mr. Brinley? Oh yeah, he's creating that new game, isn't it? He's not just a streamer anymore, isn't it? Oh yeah. If you actually, I think, yeah. Because he's creating that new game of his. He's actually a competitor. He's like inviting Battlefield's, producer to Call of Duty event. It's not gonna happen, isn't it? So, yeah, I guess that's why that's why he didn't get invited. He's a competitor and a rival in this gaming industry now, isn't it? I don't know why he complicated with this, but I feel he's gonna invest a lot of money in this project, and I feel it's not gonna be successful in the end. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of millions probably wasted on this, but I think he did a lot of millions also with this gaming stuff. With the definitely, maybe it's like, hey, what should I do? Should I buy this crazy car for a lot of millions? This crazy house for a lot of millions? Let's do a game for a lot of millions. And now she just got this hate, I guess. Interesting. Yeah. They drop. That is that guy? I don't know. I don't know who's that guy. I got no clue. All right, 8 minutes to go. Getting closer. Also, the big streamers that get invited there, they are also streaming this. They're gonna do live play, I guess.
Obviously, new iteration of the game. We're expecting so many different things coming out to play here.
I think I know this guy.
Out of this new game? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the Call.
Oh yeah, it's Courage. This guy is also playing with Dr. Disrespect a lot of times with Timberman, Dr. Disrespect. This guy. Imagine seeing this guy and not seeing Dr. Disrespect, and they like squad up a few times.
Earlier today, the brand new Gunsmith 2.0. I want to see what type of crazy weapons we can.
I want to see Broken Machine here. Like, hey bro, tell me.
On all the Call
Hello,
of Duty
Savok.
pros that are here, they're all absolute noobs. I'm looking forward to today.
So Courage got invited, and Dr. Disrespect is rival now. Damn. Zealander is great. He's accused of cheating a lot of times. He is like almost unreal good. Like unreal player. He got a crazy skill. I don't know. Crazy skills. But he's great, yeah. He's great. He's definitely great. I don't know if he got invited, by the way. I understand it's like 200 content creators, streamers invited. But I'm struck to see not Jack Frag is not there. I mean, what the? Why? Because he's lazy, or he was not invited? If he was not invited, damn. Damn it. I think he got lazy or something. I don't know. Hello, Silent Wrath. When does this game release? We're gonna play it tomorrow. It's gonna be a stream here on this channel. It's for PlayStation, available starting tomorrow.
So good to have you guys in the building, of course.
And it's gonna be in 1 month and a half available.
Get on the sticks and play it. How are you feeling about this brand new title?
Really good, man. I mean, MW2, the name itself has
The
so
Nuke
much
Squad.
around it, and it's just
This guy
exciting
played
to be
together, I guess, in Warzone, huh?
favorite company to make the game, so I'm super excited.
Amazing stuff. So, gents, how are you guys feeling? We've got Warzone 2.0.
Our first event here, so I mean, we're really excited to be here.
I'll pass the mic around.
Okay. Anything you'd like to add?
Obviously, it's the first time for them.
I'm super excited. This is the first like Call of Duty.
Man, a black man with green eyes, it's a rare thing to see, bro. Green eyes?
I don't know what to expect, but I'm just ready to play, you know what I mean?
Ready to
Any
play.
favorite memories from the original Modern Warfare 2 that anyone wants to share?
I remember. I remember the first nuke I ever got was on the map Estate, and I was hype. I was like 13 years old. Silence ACR going crazy.
I mean, I didn't play it either. I went back and played it, but it was already too late.
These guys are a little bit shy, don't they?
All right.
Campaign boy. I was campaign. I played campaign. That's what I did.
Well, I do know we're going to have a kick-ass campaign.
I was
coming
playing
in, so
campaign
what-
as well
what
for
do you
Modern
expect
Warfare
out of
2, the
campaign?
original
So you're a
one.
campaign guy. What do you look for?
I don't know. I just played it. The missions were fire, so I just want fire missions again. I ain't gonna lie. Wasn't that the one we had to crawl and be secretive or something like that too?
I always love
want that
the
one, too.
sniper missions where you
Yeah,
gotta
that's what
be
I'm
like.
saying. Like, it was really dope.
I love that. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to waste any more time. Go enjoy it. Get on the sticks, and we'll catch up with you later to see how you feel about it. Thanks, guys.
In the back of those girls is also the drop. You know, when you pick up your loadout, basically, in Warzone. Is right there as a design. Pretty cool. Zlander and Dr. Lupo is also there. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Zlander is a Canadian, I think. From Canada, basically. Or that the way that guy was saying on TikTok. See Canada. I don't know if you guys know that clip. When he say Philippine, it's like pin pilling pin. Crazy, crazy TikTok. See Canada. Alright, 3 minutes. I'm curious what they're gonna present actually. If they're gonna like show multiple streamers playing it and see different, you know, because they also gonna stream the event on their channels right now. Some of them, or most of them probably, or everybody. I got no clue. But I see Westy streaming the event, playing it, so he's gonna stream the game. Mr. Broken Machine is streaming it. Team Tad the Man is streaming it. I don't know about the rest. Hello, Mr. B Cut.
Right, well, we get to see multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. What are you expecting? What are your big expectations from this
Who's this guy?
iteration of Warzone?
I don't know too much of Call of Duty. Aiden.
There was a lot of like elevation.
Don't know too much about Call of Duty streamers, content creators.
Was like a lot of building, so I'm
I know just a few of them.
for like building fights because I'm a close range player, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
All right, let's skip that guy. I don't know who's that guy, but whatever. I need to update, I guess. You live in the pink. Aiden is a big deal. Yeah. Obviously, I don't know too much about Call of Duty content creators. It was like pretty much, you know, like stuffed and pushed in the Battlefield community. I kind of know everybody in the Battlefield community, but and the Call of Duty is just like I'm opening the doors now, you know. It's like, hey, I'm seeing the sun. Let's see what is going on behind the doors, basically. It's not like me. Yeah, it's definitely not like me. I'm not invited to that event, don't I? So it's not like me, definitely. Hello, Maddie. What's up, mid? All right, 1 minute. Party's gonna stall. Is the level on the event too low? Do I need it to make it a little bigger? Increase it a bit. Yeah, it's actually on max. Oh, I think it's on OBS. I don't know exactly. Yeah, let's get it. 40 seconds. I hope this game is gonna be great for the channel. We're gonna see. I don't have like high expectations, you know. It's just like a new thing for me, basically. And I like new things. I'm kind of not the guy to go back to old things, you know. That's why I don't want to play back, you know, go back to Battlefield 5 and play it, go back to Battlefield 1 and play it. I just want to look forward. I mean, it was great times, but now let's look to the future, man. play the original. I don't know, some people say this might be the best Call of Duty of all times. Alright, let's go.
We're a team. All of us. Let's go get him.
Let's go get them. What is cool, I think it's the fact that we also gonna have vehicles in this game. I think they're gonna keep the ground war. Ground Zero, I think it was. Warzone 2.0, let's go, baby. Didn't play the first one, but we're gonna play this one.
Listen up. These guys on the ground. They are your brothers now. Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir. Also, this tournament, man. It's a lot of money in those tournaments. Alright, let's go. Look at them, all those cameras.
Hello,
streamers right there. Can you see somebody that you know?
Call of Duty next.
Call of Duty next, let's go.
I am Johanna Ferris, the general manager of Call of Duty, and I am thrilled to help kick off a truly significant moment, not only for the highly anticipated upcoming release of Modern Warfare 2, but a very significant moment for the future of the entire Call of Duty franchise. You see, over the last several years, we've experienced explosive and dynamic growth, and we've learned a ton along the way. And those learnings have fueled our ambition to deliver a wholly new, elevated player experience. One focused, of course, on delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all
Warzone to mobile. I never care about that mobile stuff.
The first chapter of a very bold, long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to even higher heights in the years to come. Ultimately, though, we know
he wasn't invited, yeah.
Our players and fans around the world will be the judge of all that.
If you see the streamers in the back, it's like, hey, I'm here. What we doing? We're doing this.
Modern Warfare 2 beta, and to be here live in person with more than 200.
They also have, all of them have that circle for illuminating their faces. And I think they're also streaming this right now.
The gameplay itself.
Because they're watching that.
Get right into it. It is my esteemed pleasure.
This is Ninja, I believe.
Alongside me, Patrick
yeah, this is Ninja.
Co-studio head of Infinity
Looks
Ward,
like he was invited as well.
Director of Call of Duty. Pat, welcome.
Thank you, Johanna.
Joanna,
it's so exciting to be here with all of you. It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise, I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game. It always comes back to gameplay.
This is Team Tad the man, but no Dr. Disrespect.
Things like third person, things like where we've innovated in the space of Battle Royale. We've got an all-new mode in DMZ that has large player counts along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all.
He's not a Call of Duty streamer, but you know what it is? They introduced that third person senior character, so they kind of call him, you know, the Fortnite and the PUBG players with this new, you don't see the first person, you can see the third person, so that is like, you know, similar to Fortnite or PUBG. Yeah, Ninja, yeah. So he's gonna definitely play in third person instead of third person. The first person is gonna be like secondary for that guy.
You know, fun is definitely what we're gonna be heavily focused on, and I'm particularly excited.
I think it was Westy. Yeah, I was actually thinking if it is Westy in the back.
Things like proximity chat and new gulag twists. There's definitely gonna be
the thumbs up.
Instances where players will interact not only with their own squads, but may even have to work together with other players in unexpected and pretty fresh ways.
Dr. Lupo, this is I see on the right side his name.
During play sessions. And I can't wait to see how these new ways to connect evolve over time. Now, Pat, what can you tell us
I don't know. Is this guy's?
Oh, wow.
I think it was a lady next to that.
We've completely innovated in the area of connecting you, the player, to your instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with the camera. The camera represents your eyes, right? So connecting the camera to your body, we've done that with some inverse kinematics and some physics and other things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun, again, with some sophisticated inverse kinematics. We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly from the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's
Zealander should be there, apparently.
Gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look, you're gonna play it, and I hope you'll love it like we do.
All right, well, we've taken up enough time, but before they kick us off the stage, can we tell them about raids?
Yes, thank you. So with the beginning of Modern Warfare 2, and then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0, and then very shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're gonna release a raid in Call of Duty. It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun, and we're super excited about it. And by the way, there's one other thing I want to talk about for all of you hardcore players out there.
Hello, Mr. Optic.
I heard so many of you talk about what play challenges can you give us beyond just winning, which, anyway, I won't go off on that, but we've got a whole series of quests and gameplay challenges that occur when you actually win in Warzone.
Hello, Mr. Kinetic.
Milestones that you'll have an opportunity to do, and believe me when I say everyone in the match will know when you're on them and if you prevail at them. So look forward to that.
So they're gonna introduce a new raids. What is that, actually? I'm curious about that one. So it's gonna be multiplayer now, Warzone 2, and raids later.
Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer. Thanks again, and enjoy the show.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
This is part of the campaign, I guess.
Never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army, but we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
Where's the image? No image? Dudes. What is going on with the image, dudes? Okay. I guess it was too brutal to show, that's why. Oh, okay.
You're gonna be okay.
That is new. So they're gonna have explosive environment, destructive environment. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay. Oh, look at that. You can stay on the edge and shoot from that place? Really? That is new mechanics, definitely. This man, this thing, this plane might be a disaster, but we're gonna see how it's gonna play. Cheers, Mr. B-Cut. I like that thing. You saw that. It was a guy above on the next level, and he dropped that mine or whatever grenade it was, and that was collapsing. So you cannot camp above and just wait in the corner. You know he's above. You drop that. The floor is collapsing next to you, and you just shoot him. Pretty cool. That is cool. And also that thing to grab on the ledge and stay like that and shoot from that ledge. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
I'm on my way.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Yeah, I did that. I did it. Wait a minute, they're gonna show it again?
We got intel reports of Hassan and
Man, what are they doing?
terrorist cells all over the
They're repeating themselves now. Dudes, what is going on, man? Hey, Call of Duty. Dudes, the stuff. What I do? We saw it. Oh, now we can see what we could not see, basically. Yeah, that is also a new mechanic is going to be introduced in this next Warzone. You can, you know, go under the water. It's going to be moments like that. And you can surprise when you get out from the water. Because you could not do that before. Just like in Battlefield 2042, you cannot dive under the water. So now you can do that and maybe have some surprise moments. This mechanic right here is cool. Look at that. Boom. Actually, it's not collapsing. You can make the explosion and kill him from underneath. They say in Broken Stream, this is a 40 minutes long. Really? I mean, we're like, okay. I hope they're not gonna show this again. I mean, the second time when they do it. Oh, now they go for Warzone. Wait a minute, it was a squad of 6? Oh man, you can go with drones as well. Yeah, this is the new gunsmith. You can make basically from an assault rifle, you can make it an SMG and LMG. Depends on the pattern that you choose. And you can also have that. Oh, you can actually shoot under the water. You saw that? Pretty cool.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Fans, the trailer so nice. We ran it twice. It is all there. Everything that makes this franchise so special. We are incredibly excited to be here today.
I like the new mechanics.
That, quite frankly, how
pretty cool.
My name is Miles Ross, and I am so excited to truly be here with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us who are going to be
200
and streaming shortly.
Why not 300? You know, like make it the great 300.
Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Seeker over the on there, Jeff Smith.
200 guys, imagine.
Here at Infinity Ward. Guys, first off, how are things evolving from Modern Warfare 2019? I mean, let's start high level because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy, Steph. Let's stay high level. What went into the creation of the game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work.
Infinity Award?
And our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home. The community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 is really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is. And it's a dialogue that we hope to, you know, continue, especially here today. Well, we've got so much in store with this MP experience.
Looks like also the streamers in the back
like Jeff and Joe here,
probably stream the same thing.
To work with and their experience on this franchise, we're in good hands.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, well, I don't know where to start anymore. Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about. And let's stay high level.
From the
now.
kids'
There's a lot of
cartoon.
Details, friends, juicy details.
Sure. I mean, you know, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. You know, what
Hello,
do you
Just
keep from the
Eunice.
previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess
I
up
think
the
Battlefield is already doing a lot of it, but just not doing it
so we
right.
came up with a few methods. One of them being player behaviors. And I say
Man, it's sad that Battlefield is in the state that it is right now. I mean, me as a person, I dedicated my last 4 or 5 years streaming Battlefield, you know?
Three big groups. We call them rushers.
Not saying the rest that I play, but
they just want to find the action and go.
it is what it is.
And these are defensive players.
Hope for the better, you know. Hope they're gonna be able to push it back.
And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the
Hello,
field
Max.
and read where,
Big day today.
And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So that we're making enough toys and equipment for players to be successful playing our game.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Stephanie,
Hello,
what are some of the
Lucky.
new features coming to multiplayer, some of the new stuff?
Just for the subscriber, man.
Oh boy, there are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes a Call of Duty game with Modern Warfare 2, and it's been really amazing for me to come on board.
Battlefield lost its roots.
See these innovations coming to life, to hear Jeff.
I don't know, man.
You know, breaking down the 1v1. And personally,
It's sad what happened to Battlefield. I hope they can bounce back. Man, I really wish they're gonna do that.
It's really hard to make in games.
I mean, we need, you know, the balance. We need like COD in the way, Battlefield in the way, fighting on the top. Which one is the best one? Having some, you know, some fans on the right side, some fans on the left side saying that their game is better and stuff like this. Now we don't have that anymore. It's really sad.
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to.
And to be honest, Battlefield is just like his own league. It's like different than COD or whatever the game. It is literally his own thing.
Beautiful caustics.
But this thing right here, imagine like if you're gonna play Warzone 2, which is a BR basically. Interesting to fight like this. It's pretty much Battlefield way, you know.
But it's also a nice cover.
Battlefield 4, Novel Strike, DLC. Look at this, under the water.
It gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And so it's been super fun for us to dig into water and really flex on what water could be in Call of Duty. And you saw the.
I mean, why we don't have this in 2042, bro?
Every piece of equipment, has been filtered. Like how does
the map with the kaleidoscope? Instead of like doing this, they lower the level, and you can run above the water, basically.
Yeah, everything.
A lot of details. The behaviors are awesome.
Oh my god, well, I cannot wait to...
I feel they got lazy, really.
Literally, dip my toes into those waters. But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to the movement system, Joe?
It's giving Battlefield 4 vibes, yeah.
Last game we did mount,
and I think they kind of gonna go forward with the Ground Zero, I think it was the mode, in 2019. It was like a BF4 conquest, basically.
But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up,
but this mantle, man, this mechanic right here.
If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a dive. You know, last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to have an option where if they're getting shot at, they don't know where they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing is the dive is just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows. And it's just another option for players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm going to save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0, but it's really exciting.
All right, vehicle details to come. But now, guys, let's talk about equipment. Obviously, Call of Duty, crazy sandbox, a lot of cool toys to play with. Joe, what are some of the new dynamite new items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using and all sorts in the next game?
I mean, you saw some cool stuff in the trailer. You saw the drill charge. You saw the shock stick. One of the other cool ones you saw is the inflatable decoy. And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there. And if a player gets close to it, it auto-deploys and basically inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces the person that triggered it, and so it's a great distraction technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker if you want to control when it goes off. You can throw it in water.
I think that was the graphics from the gameplay.
We added all this equipment into this game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this.
They have no business charging people $70 for the game. You mean for the 2042?
DDoS, boom, it's going to shut down everything, and I can move in, and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got.
I'm not sure with this drones that they introduced it.
It's a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it indefinitely in Warzone. And there's so
this is the TAC cam too, which you guys just saw, which to me is my personal favorite.
You can put out a lot of them, and even you can patch into your teammates, so you can. It gets a little crazy.
Yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team.
Yeah.
So it's. I expect to see a lot of fun moments with that today.
So many toys.
And I'm expecting to see a lot of frustrating moments with those things.
I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know.
I don't think those gadgets is gonna be good, but we're gonna see.
Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me, I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, so the new Gunsmith allows.
So you're gonna see the program on the left side: Gunsmiths, maps, modes, and beta.
We put out some videos yesterday.
We're gonna play beta tomorrow as well on PlayStation 5.
To those if you want a better look
And we're gonna
2.0. But we're really
feel how the game feels like.
Unprecedented
A classic multiplayer, which is probably not gonna be the most important of this Modern Warfare 2.
Players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019.
Yeah, you see, you have this pattern
It does sound amazing.
that makes your gun basically different, and you choose to level up on that level of of that route
What Stephanie said, we had this
and make the gun the way you like it. If you want to have an assault rifle, an SMG,
and that was our driving kind of like
pretty cool.
motivator for
I
that.
kind of dig that actually.
We could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip. And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns. And it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench. And
Yeah, exactly, Mr. Battle Royale. You don't need to work too much like it was in Modern Warfare in 2019 to unlock some things and like keep grinding that. Now you did it once and you decided what, basically on the receiver you choose how the gun behave. SMG, assault rifle. Pretty cool. Hello Muhammad. 2042? It's gonna be some Call of Duty in the next days. Starting tomorrow.
However you want for, situational combat. And you're actually going to see
if this event is not going to be too long, yeah, we're going to play some 2042
today, which is the entirely unlocked platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4, and the weapon vault maintains its aesthetic properties across all corresponding attachments. So we've heard you
also this aesthetic stuff.
This is our answer. It's an
I think it was a problem in the game roots. I was playing, let's say, Vanguard. And I was buying a skin, I was liking the skin, but the way to use that blueprint, it was like exactly in that way they give it the gun to you, and that setup, with the blueprint. If you want to change whatever the things, it was not looking good anymore. Now it doesn't matter anymore. If you have a good looking blueprint, the gun is gonna look the same even if you're gonna change attachments on it.
Guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, the philosophy, I suppose, behind building out maps. Jeff, this is for you.
Yeah, right from the start, we knew we wanted.
Seeing this in other cases proved to me that gaming has become business.
Other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I mean, in social media, pretty much, yeah. But on the end gamer, no. I mean, what is here is just how much? 20%, 10% of the whole gamers,
large-scale core modes like ground war and a bunch of others.
Maybe in terms of shooter, maybe.
And so, stepping back.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't think it's like, it represents all of the people here. It's like 10-20% maybe from the total of gamers. Before doing streams, I didn't care about this event much. I was like watching just a glimpse of it.
So the maps for 6v6, in comparison,
but I don't know, maybe
they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds
a lot of diversity in those maps.
It'll be told Warzone saved Call of Duty. Call of Duty was going down as well. The Warzone dropped exactly in the pandemic, and it was perfect.
Hey, it's the first time here on air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned.
For me, gaming is, if I'm not doing stream next year because maybe the channel's not doing that great, for me it's a way of living, you know? I play video games since 93, 92. It was not about business. It was like a way of living, different characters, different stories. Now, for the last 4 or 5 years, maybe it's business for me. But it was not business before. And if this is ending this year because the channel is not successful, I'm still gonna be a gamer, I'm still gonna play games, but I'm gonna work in a different area probably.
There on this map specifically is like a separate ecosystem. You can kind of migrate that entire vertical.
You can go up there and just hang out and fight other snipers.
All right, well, that looks fantastic, Jeff. Okay, so that's one of our larger maps. What about some of the 6v6 maps? I think we have some footage of one of the new maps that we're going to be seeing today.
Entered the battle royale late in the game.
Do you mind giving us some details on this one?
Sure. Makarda is a little.
I don't know. I know for sure Warzone saved Call of Duty. It actually saved because Cold War was not very well, you know, received by the people of Call of Duty. Vanguard was a disaster for the Call of Duty fans. Maybe this game is gonna be good. Maybe not.
A lot of action right down that center lane. The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic, and again, interesting to see you know, how that ties into campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps, core maps, 6v6, all this looks fantastic. But let's go back to modes. So we've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on battle maps? We will have the return of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right? Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion is it's a big
with
war
our trust and passion.
Big war TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of ground war. It's 20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping. They're coming in on
I mean, it should be first time passion, and the rest should come after, you know.
It's super fun, but it's also really.
And for me personally, this is how it was. It was passion, but because the letdown was like keep going letdown with the Battlefield 5, abandoning Battlefield 5. I was expecting the Russians in Battlefield 5, and I saw the last 1.5 years zero support. I was okay, I can handle it. Let's go for the next game. Let's put all the effort in the next game. And then we got what we got. I mean, it's hard to sustain passion and then the rest in this way, you know what I mean?
Funny aside, you know, we took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM and DOM, and we kind of did the DOM in the last game, and now we're able to add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're kind of.
Tintado Man has his own VIP section.
This large-scale stuff looks amazing.
Man, Tintado Man do crazy amount of money, dude. He's really big in US, like huge. I think it's huge, better than Dr. Disrespect at this moment.
Played today, and they will be in beta in Prisoner.
He is a VIP actually.
Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue first, Joe.
So
Ground War was absolutely trash. I'm very curious how it's gonna be on this one.
They need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your.
This is kind of like Rainbow Six Siege.
Or you're just stuck with fists.
Isn't it?
The way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are. And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
That hero.
Okay, this mode might be fun to play.
Definitely.
But I think it's pretty much close to Rainbow Six Siege. This one.
This mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is.
He's not a very sweaty player, yeah. But he's a decent player, definitely.
There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to pick up your teammates, and I've seen some pretty wild comebacks.
He's more of a commentator than streamer mostly. You know, he's like commentating and try to be an entertainer more than a sweaty try-hard Zealander, you know.
But there's one more thing I have to bring up. I have the honor of officially announcing the third person.
But he's playing good. I mean, he's not a bad player, definitely.
What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it on stage from Patro, but what are the
He did evolve a lot as a player as well.
In the trailer too. It's been a pet project.
And it's normal. I mean, if you play this daily, you should evolve.
And all while we're working on all this other stuff.
This is the third person view, man.
Doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third person. In the beta, we're playing it in Hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR. And we have, you know, camera work. The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera.
I'm not happy about the third person, I gotta be honest.
When you're firing with it, and it's just, we've put a lot of work into it, and we're excited for people to give it a try.
Incredible. I can't wait to see what third person COD feels like in 2022.
I mean, you see third person, you aim down sight, and you see first person.
I tried to warn you. They're delivering a lot of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are, but there's even more to come at launch. So this is just a taste.
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more? I mean,
we haven't even got to Warzone yet.
Not even, okay. Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say
you play
that
Rainbow?
Special Ops will return as our third mode and will be focused on 2-player missions, asymmetrical in game design. So think 1 player on air support, 1 player on the ground, and I think the OG fans will be really excited because we've looked at, you know, some of the iconic Modern Warfare missions like Overwatch and really tried to implement some of those themes into the design. So we'll be talking more about Special Ops.
So they tried to look at this game right now. The ambitions of this game. They tried to call Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, third person view for the Fortnite players, the PUBG players. I mean, what is else? Calling the Battlefield players with whatever the mode from Battlefield? Warzone 2, let me check. This is probably gonna be the star of this game, definitely.
I will ascend. Blade or bullet, fist or bow, spear, stone or arrow. These are merely tools. I am the one to fear.
Take Miles ISO.
Fix your mic.
PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire, descended from centuries-old samurai clan and torn between country and family, just like me. This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day 1 for all.
Guys must be watching and crying. I don't think they should cry, man. I mean, you gotta watch this. Battlefield 5, you know, started to change the leaders, the devs overall, creating a new team. They learning, they try to be ambitious as well. They should get better. That's all. They gotta be more realistic and, you know, get better and provide content. Because basically with 2042 I pay the same amount of money that I paid for Battlefield 4 with DLCs, and I have maybe half and less than half amount of content, and that is sad.
And trust me, you definitely want to. It is immediately available around the corner for PlayStation players who pre-order any version. Early access to the open beta starts tomorrow, so make sure
they should get good and make Battlefield great again. They should do that.
Here's exactly when you can play the beta on your platform of choice. But don't forget, friends, it's also definitely
BF1 had lots of content, yeah. BF4 as well, BF3.
You get to use the red Team 141 operator pack, and
BF5 was not bad with the Pacific. When the Pacific was dropping, I was like, okay, they nailed it. Let's go. This is it. And we're going for the Russians. There was plans for the Russians. We got the lads, LMG. And boom, they got just like, hey, take this map.
Don't forget,
Almarge, and that's it, guys. Sorry, we focusing on next game. 1.5 years with no content, and it was rough to continue playing the way it was. Okay, we got Fate, and this game is gonna be great, or at least decent. It was under decent, you know what I mean?
Official drink of Modern Warfare 2. Little Caesars.
Now it's catching up. It's alright,
Call
but
of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 2.
well,
HyperX, official peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Play like a pro on the big screen with 144 Hz VR.
I think if it was bringing the Soviets in Battlefield 5, even if they do it like right now, if they do a DLC right now for Battlefield 5, I think people will buy it and just go crazy for it.
And start claiming your free content.
Alright, we gotta see some commercial.
We have 200 creators here on site marching down the green carpet with one mission in mind: to be the first players.
I do have premium on YouTube, so it's not from YouTube, it's just from the event.
So much in this game. There is almost too much. This is like one of those days where I enter and my hopes are so high.
And what are you looking forward to most when it comes to Warzone 2?
Prisoner rescue.
I'm looking forward to using that inflatable soldier decoy to mess a lot of players.
Kill streaks, I think.
I'm honestly here just to learn as much as I can to prep for Old Men of Optic, because those guys are very old now.
So maybe some OG maps coming back.
A map that everyone can play.
Honestly, give me a broken shotgun.
What's your favorite game mode and Mountain Dew flavor combo?
Search and destroy Code Red.
Capture the
Get to the gameplay.
If I'm going hard with the boys on a long night at S&D, and
That's probably now.
nasty in-game comms, I'm drinking Baja Blast all night.
Terminal or high rise?
Mustache of that guy, dude.
Ooh, Terminal. Most people have Terminal nostalgia. Terminal. 100%. I just replayed that recently, and I realized that spawn trapping is horrendous.
Easy.
Strike.
High rise.
High rise.
Terminal.
What's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
I've grown up on Code Red, so it's still Code Red for me.
Honestly, I like the basic one, just Mountain Dew itself.
Dang, I was gonna pick Code Red too.
Can I get a second one?
All right.
Baja Blast.
Starting October 17th, unlock dual double XP, COD points, and also an exclusive Mountain Dew skin in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when you buy specifically marked Mountain Dew.
You thinking you getting me? Is you kidding me? Ripping everything and I'm forgetting to show you.
Do the do. Mountain Dew. I think I didn't drink this in years, dude.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. The Mountain Dew green carpet. God, it was beautiful. A lot of fun people out there. Everyone having a good time. And some incredibly well-dressed people out there. And some definitely not. Sweaty t-shirts abound. But here we go. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next, friends. We promised it was coming up, and now the wait is over. It is time to talk about Warzone 2.0. We got a glimpse of some Warzone 2.0 in the multiplayer reveal trailer earlier today. And it does look awesome. However, we need some true experts to help out. Back at the desk here, we have got Stephanie Snowden. Joe Seacott is joining us. But of course, welcome Jack O'Hara, game director at Infinity Ward. Joe, how are we feeling? We ready to party here? I mean, this is a lot. We need to know everything. Warzone 2.0. Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
It feels crazy for me to be up here revealing Warzone 2.0. I ended up at IW as a fan
Communication
of the game,
Infinity
so
Ward.
This moment is absolutely bananas for me. But Warzone 2.0 is everything that we loved about the original Warzone. Right?
She got nice eyes, though.
It's based on the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments, and it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined.
I don't know why all the gamers, ladies,
the innovations that we discussed for multiplayer,
it's kind of freaks, you know what I mean?
All exist across Warzone 2.0 as well. So we're bringing it back. It's all connected. It's the
Maybe
same
only
world,
that girl Alexa, or how was that name? Alexa, I think it is. That is probably the only one that looks normal. And also hot.
Where do we go from here?
So MW2 and Warzone 2 have been developed side by side since the beginning, right? Since we started down this road, and they're part of the same universe. Like Stephanie said, they share the same mechanics, the same weaponry, and even more than that. But the centerpiece of all this, of course, is the new map that we've been working on since 2020 with teams across the globe. It brings together our philosophies on map design. It brings together new technologies in order to do it, and lots of artwork to make.
It's like Elgato is also included in this one.
So much from players experiencing Verdansk and playing in Verdansk over the first few years of Warzone, and we're really excited for them to land in Al Mazrah with their squad. there's a wide variety of points of interest.
It kind of hurts for
players to explore in this
Xbox
map,
and PC
we're really looking
to see
forward
that like starting tomorrow on PlayStation, next week on Xbox and PC.
Reverse. I cannot wait. Stephanie, let's take a look.
That's right, Miles. Welcome to Al Mazrah. This is our new map for Warzone 2.0.
Al Mazrah.
It is a really interesting mix.
It's a lot of water in the middle. You see that?
Expansive desert settings with a mix of industrial areas.
So it's gonna be a lot of going under the water moments.
Water. It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter. But you're gonna find a lot of really cool elevation, rocky peaks, caves, subterranean spaces. This map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made. And I am so excited for all of our streamers here to jump into all
The one that wears pink headphones.
Look at the size of that thing. Okay, so that was a big picture, and it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right? So that there's infrastructure in between all the different, what we call points of interest along the map. And if you're paying attention, you might
Do you
see
use
that seem pretty familiar,
one of
right?
those halo
And
lights?
so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some variety on each
what?
point of interest to make them
Not sure what you're talking about.
something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want
The
to
map
drop
looks
in,
good.
where
It's
they
really
want to play,
detailed
whether
though.
it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map, whether it be the big city that's up the top right, and whether they want to explore
If the performance is gonna be good.
work in some of our POIs where we have water
The ring light?
with geometry.
Yeah, I do have a ring light, yeah.
In this one,
Just like those guys that's having right there.
familiar. And there's a river system that goes through all of this, so you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs.
We got a
It's
boat
one
as
of our
well.
favorite, Sawa Village, which is
This isn't the water, man. This is. I think this is gonna be
I
crazy.
mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
Absolutely.
I'm curious what you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what the hot drop.
Oh no! What just happened? What just happened? I didn't do anything.
Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think
What you guys
everyone's
did?
gonna immediately drop today.
I think some they're going to drop to Observatory just to go back to home, you know? Go have some fun.
They're coming home.
It's always nice you moving through the
How
map.
many
and you
people
kinda
is
hit a
watching
spot
this?
And you're like, wait
I've been here before.
318,000.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuggets in there. For
It's like Broken is having also 1.k.
Yeah, I'll say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge so they stay in as long as possible in this match. But
Smart.
We have some news for our edge of the map players coming up.
Ooh, all right, guys. Well, the map looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch our streamers here drop in early in an alpha build later on today. Okay, so moving on to the gameplay, we've got this beautiful space to play in. How do all of these multiplayer elements we've talked about a little bit earlier, how do they fit into Warzone 2.0?
I mean, the super simple answer is all the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer, that's all in Warzone, right? It's all integrated. So that tactical camera works in Warzone, that decoy mine works in Warzone. Like, it's all of it's been built from the ground up for both. The slide, the dive, the water, like.
I know this water moment's gonna be interesting.
Oh. This is a great taste of some of the water.
Imagine the last circle of Warzone being in this place.
Captain Miller, you know, Apocalypse Now coming out of the water, knifing people. I mean, this just looks.
yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
See the caustics on the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what caustics are. I have no idea, but it sounds great and it looks incredible.
You can see the armored patrol boat coming by there with its 2 turrets. There's some cool stuff.
So I'm glad you brought up vehicles. Steph, you touched on vehicles a little bit earlier. What can we talk about? You know, we've seen boats, we've seen tanks, we've seen all sorts. Jack, what have we got?
So we've implemented a new physics and handling model for the vehicles. So some vehicles are heavier, some will slide more, have more traction or less traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads are playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling. You can have them, they react to explosives differently based on their weight. So if you're in a heavy armored 4x4 and get hit by an RPG, it's going to kind of bounce a little bit, but not quite take the hit as a small sedan. You can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI.
Hello, Mr.
Somebody
Hitty.
jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window, and suddenly you get yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI. Of course, that vehicle needs to survive for quite some time in the map if you want to keep using it to go from point to point. And vehicles will run out of gas, or at least most of them will run out of gas, and then you can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it, or you can bring it to a gas station to get repaired as well. And of course, we've got water vehicles. We've got a small boat.
I don't think this mechanic is gonna matter much with the filling the gas and repair the car.
The river with your whole squad ready to rumble. So yeah, there is so much.
I think you're just gonna abandon the vehicle and go on the foot, just like that.
Massive helicopter that you can fly around, and it's a moving platform with 3 doors, and you can move a whole squad through the map.
What?
Wreak havoc. It is so cool.
Oh my god!
I mean, the fact that you can lean out of the window, grab your teammates, pile in a vehicle, actually, engage in battle from the window, leaning out, shooting in combat.
Unless somebody blew off your door.
That won't.
That does complicate things, doesn't it?
PTSD from Joe killing me many times in our playtests.
Well, I hope the gas prices in Almaz.
If they pay in double price.
What's going on in Warzone 2.0, and my head is quite frankly spinning. What other massive changes have we got in store? Because it feels like there's so much that's changed. Is it still a gulag? Do we still have circles? Is it still gas? I know there are guns, but do we shoot them? What's happening?
Well, what do you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go.
We've made some pretty sweeping changes, I think, to the high-level components of Warzone 2.0 to continue providing players with both a dynamic and rewarding VR experience. But Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun, friends new and old. Maybe you're making them in game. And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see
having fun
engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes.
So it's coming. It will be in Warzone, and there is going to be some amazing clips. But I think Joe can tell us a little bit more about looting in Warzone 2.0. I'm listening to that.
The streamers love prox chat.
They're like, yes.
In looting in Warzone 2.0, we still have the humming crates. You can still travel around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of learnability.
This is about sweaty and kicking ass, most probably.
If you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your knee, and your mom's going to go inside, go to the medicine cabinet, and get you something a Band-Aid, Neosporin, whatever. So that's our looting. If you need health items, you can hit a bathroom in a building, and there'll be a medicine cabinet. You can open it up. If you want to get loadout items, there are these hidden caches throughout in between the POIs that are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop these paths through the map of how you loot. And there's this logic applied to looting. You can find toolboxes that'll have grenades and things in them. And you find these other crates that are kind of like, it's as if the military that occupied this space came.
I'm interested about the new modes they're gonna introduce with raids. That is gonna be a new thing.
Incredible. This sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through Al-Mazrah and quite literally have a route we plan, hit the gas station, gas up, pick up snacks, pick up ammo and all sorts.
The little kid's ass.
What about circle mechanics? I mean, this is obviously a huge component of BR's, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it, so we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits, into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And then those circles merge. They come back together, and you have this very direct.
This is actually fun. This is cool.
Gearing up in buildings, you're like, here we go. It's about to kick off. And as soon as those circles hit.
You see, this is what is good about Call of Duty in the last 2 years. They reinvent every time in a cool way.
The circle splitting, we need to do X.
Crazy. Get in the car, we're going now, go! All right, so
you have like mini circles, fine with different people on those, and then completely go in the same place with all together. Pretty cool, I like that. It's a good idea.
We've tried some crazy things with but the current version of the Gulag that we have running right now, where we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. You actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map, and you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out, and after that you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other, let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other. And the other thing we've been playing around with is you may see a little bit of an AI
proximity chat.
So you have to be on your
so that means like you use your voice or just write.
You're picking up weapons.
If you can talk, the way you hear the dead comms. It's like, hey dudes, let's play it together and kill these guys, and then we're gonna see what we're gonna do.
there's a lot in store.
There certainly is a lot in store. Jack, I have heard of a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Strongholds. That will include AI that may impact how players get their weapons, etc. Can you clue me into what that's all about and if it's even true?
Absolutely. So strongholds are reinforced buildings that the AI is occupying inside Al Mazrah in BR. And the players can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items, which is one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on their best weaponry.
This is basically part of, if you guys play Division, the Division from Ubisoft. It was the Dark Zone, I believe it was called. And you were playing against bots to have some crazy good loots to complete, I don't know, different outfits, different guns. So they include this as well in the game.
And just kind of protecting different POIs.
Kind of good.
Unreal. Okay.
I like the complexity. They really do a good job with it.
Have some very, very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch.
Shutterline does that.
To announce DMZ, Call of Duty's extraction mode, will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at IW, and to this day, playing it non-stop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ. I can also confirm that DMZ is real. We're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve. What I can tell you, though, is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate Al Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right. It is played across the whole map, and the AI is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal.
This is basically what Hazard Zone supposed to be in 2042, isn't it?
To work with your team. They patrol areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions. And then on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do. You can go quiet, or you can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets of Al Mazrah and see what's there.
Loot up, exfil, it's totally up to player choice there, and I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter, and we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps, Ricochet, anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond. And trust me, although we're
please tell me it's not going to be a skill-based matchmaking anymore.
Today, and mostly focusing on BR, there will be more news to share over the coming months. This is only the beginning for Warzone 2.0.
Okay, I need Warzone 2.0 and DMZ in my life ASAP. Stephanie, when?
Warzone 2.0 will be free to play for everyone on November 16th.
Ooh.
With the start of Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2. Mark your calendar.
Really?
That's
November?
2 weeks after after Modern Warfare 2 launches. And we had 125 million players in the original Warzone. And I cannot wait to see all of you and hopefully more of you.
That is really fast. I was thinking they're gonna go for December for some reason.
We'll have a chance to see a
So it's like immediately.
Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us.
This means they don't believe much in their multiplayer, the classic multiplayer. They believe in the Warzone 2 basically.
Stick around because when we come back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not going to want to miss this, I promise. Then after that, we have live gameplay coming at us with all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale, we've got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Call of Duty next, brought to you by the GMC Hummer EV pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck.
It almost looks like
built for the next
the car from 2042.
Squad up sooner with Xfinity rewards. Get early access to Modern Warfare 2's open beta. Jack Links. Squad up with Sasquatch. Jack Links is good with it. Eureka Ergonomic. leading designer in gaming furniture and proud partner of Modern Warfare 2.
They gotta present their sponsors, I guess. This is how Warzone 2 is gonna start. This is the way. Crazy with the mustaches, though. Hello, Paulo. It's not a game for new players to join? Oh, it is, it is. This is a completely new game, so everybody's going from zero, basically. So it's not really like that, man. If you play from day one, no, it's okay. This looks like Verdansk right here. Hello, country boy. Oh, that was a good mechanic. Jumping like that. This kind of remind me of Verdansk, man. They're gonna bring Verdansk back. Yo, look at that mechanic. Jesus. Sliding on your ass? Really? The way it feels like Battlefield for some reason. Oh, this is on mobile, and it's gonna be Verdansk, I think. Okay, not interesting.
What a jam-packed day we've had here so far. We got Warzone 2.0 and Modern Warfare 2 already good to go. But finally, we're hitting something new here. Coming into mobile, we got Warzone Mobile 2 here for you. It's me, Beef Mommy, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with none other than Chris Plummer. And Chris, what do you have for us today?
That's right. Today we are proud to introduce Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Yeah. This is the real thing, and it's on your phone for the first time ever. You can drop into Call of Duty Warzone from wherever life takes you. Let me quickly
I think that is Verdansk.
Today, it's still alpha,
That everybody cry for, basically.
And for Warzone fans, you will recognize this drop sequence right away.
I mean, honestly, it just gives me so much nostalgia. But wait a minute, Chris. Is that the legendary Verdansk?
You know, this is where Warzone gameplay was born, and we're bringing the legendary Verdansk map to mobile for the very first time. From its hallmark vistas and these dense urban areas, they're just so much fun to play in. Wide open fields, ready for battle, and intimate.
Bazanana will play on mobile.
There's so much variety in Verdansk. It's famous for good.
Not gonna play that.
Teaming with fan favorite locations like Boneyard.
BR is not for everybody, definitely.
Superstore. Even TV station.
Well, I'm getting classic Call of Duty Warzone flashbacks here. Can you tell us more about the gameplay? Or, you know what, maybe just give me your phone real quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
You know, the team has a passion for delivering the most authentic Call of Duty experience possible for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon handling and the control responsiveness, all these critical little details combined to make Call of Duty Warzone mobile feel best in class. We've made sure that the physics, the feedback, the sights and sounds, all those essential little touches are smooth and accurate. It's about creating an experience that's so true to form. You can
basically Warzone 1 on mobile.
Boots with every move. Or imagine those tiny shockwaves of recoil moving through your entire body with every shot. In Warzone Mobile, these are the kind of details that we care about that make the combat feel airtight and authentic.
That makes me really emotional, Chris. And you know, it sounds like everyone's paying attention to detail, and it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of Call of Duty Warzone, I think about strategy.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gunplay. For example, when you're out there exploring the map and evading the gas circle collapse, you can try to sneak up on another player and pull off a finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging rights. And if you're feeling more strategic, you and your squad, they can complete contracts, use that cash at buy stations. There's a ton of
I see a lot of Indians playing this mode on the phones. They're really
Now,
good on
that
this.
contract economy, it adds a ton of depth and strategy.
I think mobile, it's like designed for India.
Really like that you brought that up.
They really love to play on those phones.
And reward, I think about the kill
It's a lot of streamers actually in India with those.
Are they going to be there too?
Yes. Everything you come to expect from Warzone, it's going to be there.
This lady is kind of creepy in a way.
This means you can deploy your big stick of choice like, you know, a precision airstrike. You might be able to wipe out an entire squad with it. So not so fortunate for them, but they're not necessarily down for the count either because we have the gulag. So here players can fight for a second chance. So when you go down, you get to fight one-on-one with another down player.
They're gonna leave PUBG? Yeah, most probably.
This is how Warzone Mobile plays out on a truly massive scale, unlike anything we've ever played on mobile before. For this reason, we're pushing way past the envelope on high player counts to make sure each match is jam-packed with our
120 players live
So we are supporting
on a phone,
120 live
and that is gonna work properly.
single match.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents.
That is definitely right.
So
Play with humans, not with bots.
Nothing but bots. We hear you. We're talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with real human skill and real human emotions. That is called.
Man, imagine doing that on the phone, dude.
Everyone's excited and absolutely.
And we suck with consoles and
there's a game on mobile that can top
PCs and barely play on 64 players, decent, barely on a Battlefield game. That is new.
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale than we've
Damn.
ever seen in other Battle Royale games on mobile because Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts. Authentic.
That slide on the back, it's interesting.
And it opens the door to a much more connected experience across all platforms.
So when you say more connected, does that mean that Warzone Mobile will share content and features that will be in the console and PC version of Warzone 2.0?
Exactly. Delivering a deeply connected experience, it's been a strategic pillar from the beginning of development. Now, we know that your time is precious, and your investment in playing is now recognized across Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0, and Warzone Mobile. So wherever you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including on mobile. Even your friends list and chat are shared across platforms, so you can stay in touch with your friends, whether they're playing on console or PC or mobile, wherever they choose to play.
I mean, that is so exciting. I totally get that.
Now, one of the coolest benefits of having this kind of connectivity is that Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is loaded up with the same authentic Call of Duty weapons and operators you'll recognize from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. And whatever you get from the Battle Pass, you will see it on console or PC. It'll also be there on your mobile device too. And the other way around works as well.
I still don't understand if you can play this mobile version on a console as well, in a PC, and you play it together with the phones.
Are you aiming to make it exactly the same on all platforms?
You know, that's a great question. So the team's incredibly excited about how deeply connected and authentic the experience is in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Hello, Scott.
And we'll continue to adapt the
Gotta
best
stop the
content and
cheaters.
features and innovations created across the franchise.
They praise that Ricochet a lot. I don't know.
We recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
Sounds like the game will be tied into the Call of Duty franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Yes. Above all else, the team is committed to ensuring Warzone Mobile is a world-class, mobile-first experience right down to its core. Controls are a huge part of it. It just needs to feel natural on the device, intuitive, and native to the platform. A lot of it comes down to tuning. And this is why we're supporting synchronous crossplay between iOS and Android platforms exclusively on mobile. And we're avoiding the imbalance that comes with cross-playing between mobile devices and consoles or mobile to PC. This allows our teams to deliver the best possible mobile gameplay experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, We don't need to compromise.
You can play Android and iOS on the same side, but I still don't understand if you can play with PC and console.
For all player types, it's super important. So whether you're the hardest,
I mean, look at that rendering. It's kind of laggy, isn't it?
First player that's sneaking in an extra match during your lunch break. Even brand new players to the franchise who need a little help getting into the flow of the game. We are committed to providing the most robust control options anywhere for a pick up and play experience that's accessible.
Fortnite was like the first to push that flag across all the platforms.
Well, it's time to get your mobile devices ready because I'm super excited to announce that starting right now, you can pre-register for your free download in the Google Play Store. Signing up means that you can be among the first to play when the game launches next year. We look forward to seeing everyone in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
With that being said, hey, we got Ferg on the horn, and I think he's literally the first one to pre-reg. Ferg?
Hey guys, Ferg here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And now, you can too. Scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to drop. Tell your friends, because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can earn. Like special weapons, vinyls, and emblems.
I guess this guy is a star on this mobile thing.
Pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward you're not going to want to miss. What are you waiting for? Sign up using the QR code below.
Yeah. I don't know what Battlefield does on mobile. Does it do anything? It is released for some months now, isn't it?
We are back. It's Miles here, joined by Maven, Alicat, and Nameless Studio. What? Oh, guys, the adults have left us alone on the desk, and now it's our time to have some fun. I don't know about you guys, but okay, it's been a pretty litty day so far.
Yeah.
Where do we even start? I mean, dude, mobile, bro. It's a new era of Call of Duty.
Listen, Miles, I've been addicted to Call of Duty for over a decade. And you're telling me I could be in the airport playing Warzone now? Back in Verdansk? That's lit. Also, Al Mazrah, it looks absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's insane. There's no shortage of crazy stuff coming my way. Ali, I mean, lay it on me. Multiplayer for Warzone, for Modern Warfare 2, insane.
It's incredible. We actually got to load up with some of the players yesterday, a little bit of a pre-test, and loading into Gunsmith 2.0 was actually so aesthetically pleasing, and I think everybody at home, once they also get their hands on it, they're going to love it just as much as we do here.
Truly. Maven, my good friend, you've played more Warzone than most people on the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah.
Looks like the streamers is watching the same event in the background.
Fresh, man.
When they're gonna play?
Everything about it, triple circle.
Because obviously the last thing is gonna be their event, isn't it?
King for a while there, placing them under vehicles, trying to blow them up and set booby traps. And now you're telling me I could do them in not only land, but also the sea. I'm with it.
It's going to be something, man. We really have seen a lot so far today. We've seen, Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer there, and a bit of Warzone 2.0. Cannot wait. But guys, it's time to get into business. Let's now get into the command center. This is it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen,
let's go.
To the command center, presented by Xfinity Rewards. We're going to be rolling the show through all day today. Xfinity customers, they can start playing Modern Warfare 2 sooner with Xfinity Rewards. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to get your code for early access to the open beta. It's free and it's easy to join. Guys, I mean, every time I sit down, I take a breather, I'm like, there's so much. But first and foremost, guys, before we get into this one, there's so many streamers here. We need to go
So we got a 6v6 gameplay right now.
Of the streaming PCs here today. Massive shout out to those guys. Clint, there are 2 PCs on every desk. Explain.
I couldn't believe it. Cloaksy is here. Like,
The Ground War. I'm interested how the Ground War is gonna play. That is like Battlefield style, basically.
The gameplay side, and it's set up for this many people. Intel, thank you.
Ridiculous.
This is incredible. It's incredible.
Ridiculous. We're actually almost ready to get into the gameplay, guys. I mean, Ali, you teased it a little.
Yeah,
we
just
played,
a little.
a little, yeah? We played a tiny bit.
I could have an accent, too.
Did. I'm getting mocked here. My bloody desk. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday.
Yes.
It was pretty fun. But now we get to watch 200 streamers.
This guy's not bad. I like him.
Almost every part of
I mean, for a host, it's pretty cool.
Top secret location. What can we expect?
It's going to get loud. It's going to get incredibly loud. Yesterday, it was loud.
It's not completely fake, you know what I mean?
Everybody had shown up yet. So now that we have a full building of all of these creators, all of these PCs.
Look at the tech trying to fix the problem of the streamers.
It's going to be insane.
Clint, we heard Courage from like headphones on. He can be heard from space.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like,
Alright, this is Ninja, but I want to see the other guys, the Battlefield guys. Where are they?
But my boy Tyler Blevins, Ninja here as well. But like,
Look,
I think this is a testament to how pumped up everyone gets about Call of Duty every year. Like the fact that there are this many big name streamers in attendance, we're going to see some incredible gameplay, go through the various modes. I mean, this is going to be a real treat. It really is.
I mean, and you've been around a long time in the Call of Duty world. In this venue right now, we've got streamers and players from, you know, all across North America, all, you know, South America. We've got players all over Europe, Japan, Australia, you name them. We are all over here. Mobile players everywhere.
Japan, Australia.
I mean, it's just incredible. It's a bunch of homies who love Call of Duty all in one room getting ready to grind. And, you know, I was talking to them earlier. I was walking around doing the round saying what up to everybody. They're going hard, right? Like, I was talking to some of the Warzone guys, Repos. He's like, I'm here to fry. Zuma's ready to go. So I'm interested to see them with these new weapons and the gunsmith, what they come up with, especially our new game modes like Prisoner. It's going to be lit.
Listen, as much as they're here for their love of Call of Duty, they're also here because they want that banger clip. Like, everybody
BBM is in the menu changing weapons.
You're trying to go out and fry some of these big names, get a clip out on social, your YouTube, whatever it's going to be. So yeah, I'm sure people are going hard in the paint or falling to their death at their Tim. I'm sure we're going to have a couple of those.
We'll go a little bit of that later on. I think we're actually ready to hop into gameplay. Dr. Lupo, one of our first here, and he's already down and out, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado.
Hardpoint. Yeah, this is typical COD multiplayer.
But one thing I just want to point out with this game is it's a lot more vibrant.
Looks the same.
Games that we've had in the past. There's so many more colors, and that's something that I always enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more vibrant and you can see more on the map.
This guy's been sweaty.
Yeah, it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and brows. Some will have a little bit more color, but like this map in particular,
I don't see too much slide over this guy.
It just looks gorgeous. It really does. And I'm not that I had any concerns about the visual side of it because they're knocking it out of the park every year, but it's just aesthetically pleasing.
This is what we're going to play tomorrow as well.
Very, very pretty. That is, of course, Dr. Lupo. You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the...
This is sweaty player is Dr. Lupo. It's I think it's good on... it's famous on America, definitely. He did play with Team Domain and Dr. Disrespect at some point, if I'm not wrong. I think he was a Tarkov player, mostly.
Complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different when you're going into a gunfight. You can dive out of a window. Miles, it was a lot of fun. We were getting into the mix.
We really did get into the mix.
Quality isn't as good as it should.
But last night, Ninja wasn't in the venue.
He plays Tarkov, isn't it? Yeah.
Wasn't quite here yet. And I found there is an in-game like
feature.
So I was sending messages to other creators as Ninja, talking horrendous, man. Like horrendous trash talk. All very good-natured friends of mine, you know, but I'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did this?
He has no idea. I walk up and slap him. I walked past him today and I was like, "Good morning, dude. How you been?" He's like, "Hey, man." Not a single word. Ali, not a word.
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was
this guy also played Dr. Disrespect.
I don't believe that he's here today, but I was getting disrespectful.
His Courage, I believe.
On the map, and I believe that you were in my last game, and the second I killed you, you left. I remember looking at the leaderboard, and
that wasn't me. That was Ninja.
A quitter, Miles.
That was Ninja. Over to Courage now. Who's having
4v5. Oh, it's a 6v6 this one. Yeah.
And you know what?
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a Jack, it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of those competitive human beings I've ever met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
Passion. Raging passion. And look, it's me on the right-hand side. No, it's not. It's Ninja.
Seeing Ninja on Call of Duty is kind of weird, to be honest.
Ant was talking about earlier about the game mechanics. Something else that I noticed that I don't feel like I felt in other Call of Duty games is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil. Your attachment's always going to
realistic? It kind of feels the same like Vanguard to me.
Very, very realistic, and I think that's going to be something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
And you saw a taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over-the-shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this insane level of like, it's like realism, but like it just looks so
quality of the gameplay is not really very good. It barely can see things to it.
And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode. I don't think you might not know what this means.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet.
This is the leaning, so it's the same because you ask him about it. So you can mount your gun on the edge, basically. That is the leaning.
What's going to be on the table? But let's see if Jack can actually step up this time. No, not going to happen.
No, this guy's not really that good. He's just acting too much.
Oh, was that too hard? He's my.
No,
Oh, no.
yeah.
He's doing the classic. He's going to his set. He's
hurricane.
like, he's doing the classic.
It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't.
What is it?
Maybe he doesn't have the right sensitivity. Yeah, maybe that.
I think that's the
hurricane.
The hurricane.
What do you think, by the way, just about the changes to Gunsmith and now having 5 attachments and not
Who's this guy?
Yeah, so I saw the rumblings on Twitter and stuff like that. I think it's amazing, though. I mean, when we jumped into Modern Warfare in 2019, when they introduced the Gunsmith, it was a lot to take in. But now everybody's familiar with it, especially grinding Warzone, switching up those attachments, and it's just a better version of
Seems like a good middle ground,
It's just a
right?
better
Dr. Lupo feels like really sweaty compared to this two guys.
attachments, and for the class of weapon that you have, like you can change it up. Turn a M4
Nice. This gun looks interesting.
That's really
Ooh.
Oh, this is
that was nearly a snap.
That was nearly
Prince
gross.
6, one of the the all-time greats in the competitive.
That gun looks good.
One of the maybe the
if not the.
Yeah.
I don't recognize these two guys. I don't know who they are.
You're lying, Ross. He's the greatest, but there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And
Swag.
to your point of Ali about Gunsmith, I mean, it's at this point in time, obviously, it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard at point as well, right? So it's going to be
It's the same to me, yeah.
AK, turn in 74U. Just make some crazy different loadouts. Some of these guys, J-God's going to have so much fun with that.
9.5 hour
5v5.
J-God.
Oh God, he's so excited about that. And I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment and like the layout. Is the rooftops, like the new ledge, how you can jump and then you can hang off the side of the ledge. That was a new thing that you can add into this game. You can jump from rooftop to rooftop, and like you can jump further than you think. And I found that out very quickly. Like I would get to an edge of a rooftop, and I was like, I wonder if I can make this jump. You can make the jump. You can make it across like the map. If there's tall buildings, you can make it across the map without ever having to touch on the ground. And I think for snipers, that is going to be their absolute playground.
Speaking of snipers, Pamaj now, who's having a great time here. I mean, we've seen a lot, Clint, of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well, I heard Pamaj too. Like I stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in. He was walking with Irrational to people, and he was like, "I'm going hard, bro."
Oh yeah.
He's like, "I'm going hard." I could just hear like the competitive.
Hello, George. What's this running game about? This mode right here, it's a 5v5 or a 6v6. So basically you have a squad versus a squad, and the guy that it's, the guys that left and is still alive on the end wins the round. Look at that guy. Look at that guy's skill on the phone, dude.
Professionals. True professionals.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, do I probably need to get this. I've been playing some COD Mobile, Diablo Immortal. Like I've been grinding more mobile games. I have my iPad and I'm loving it. Do I need to get little thumb sleeves?
I think you should. Yeah.
Sometimes it gets a little bit slippery. I need thumb sleeves. What are they called? I'm about thumb sleeves.
You're in the right place to ask about that. There is an army of professionals.
This guy feels almost like me. The same age almost.
So they're playing some hardpoint here, and obviously us coming from the esports side of things.
Hardpoint, okay.
Miles, we were talking about this morning when there's a hardpoint and there's some elevation.
Hardpoint was fun in Vanguard.
Turn around, land on your belly, and get absolutely fried. So there are some movement mechanics for you speed demons out there.
So you got the UAV, you got a plane, another plane.
Slide works now, and of course the dolphin dive is back. I don't think we're not officially calling it a dolphin dive. Joe's calling it the dive itself. I mean, it's a really fun mechanic. It's fast. So we get to see some gameplay with it. I've actually been walking around talking to some of the sort of the CDO.
I'm not sure if the slide canceling is a thing in this game anymore.
Come on, Butters. Show us the dive.
Showed us the slide. Now we're looking for the
window.
It feels like they just slide and that's it.
And all the windows are built to be.
Can you cancel the slide? I don't know.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right? Like they've seen it so much in playtesting, and Nate goes into
This could actually turn back very nice.
So, you think like all the exciting moments you're going to have. Oh, here we go. Butters is going to be sniping there. So we have the Hurricane. She's running overkill. That's going to be one of the M4 platforms, and the sniper on the other side.
He's
and we have
the mechanic. Look.
There we go, testing things out, trying to find the sneakiest, fastest way across the map.
Yesterday. I couldn't. I was trying to see if I could break the slide.
No slide.
Well, that works out. Yeah, look at her face. She's just like going around, testing out the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
You know what I'm noticing on this map that I actually like a lot? Not as many doors.
This map, it's actually cool. Kind of looks interesting.
I mean, most of the maps we've seen so far, quite small, very fast-paced. Again, Jeff talking about that, you've got a very distinct feel. It's just like the battle map is very large.
Yeah.
Yo, the sound of this gun, dude.
Like evasion stuff. 6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously excites us more than maybe it should most.
Oh, I mean, we love
6v6 is basically a sweat mode.
Hard, try to win, be competitive, and
okay.
Another thing, we're seeing a lot of elevation on some of these maps too. The snipers are going to be in heaven.
Yeah, I think it's max 2 stories, I believe. I could be completely wrong there, but
hit it. Hit it.
Also, look at that little...
This girl is not bad, dude.
Yeah, right?
No, I didn't.
I used it for a whole
the cutest little stock I've ever seen.
It was so fun.
I think we were in the same game, too.
Yeah, I was in the back sniping the whole time.
I can't wait for the sort of like anime skins and stuff like that, my cute little stocks. Of course, we can put skins on individual attachments now when it comes to making some very handsome looking weapons.
Dylan Price, speaking of handsome.
Oh,
also something we haven't talked about yet is the way the perks work. I
love the perks
because it reminds me of back in the day the specialists. When as you get kills, you get more perks. As time goes on, you're gonna have 2 base perks. You can pick whatever you want. As time goes on, you get another perk.
So yeah, the multiplayer is pretty much the way it was Call of Duty multiplayer, isn't it?
They've redone it, and it's gonna be sweet.
Well, the reason I think
We're gonna play a lot of it starting tomorrow for the next 2 weeks.
How vastly different it makes the gameplay, but I know for a lot of us when you're playing.
I'm curious how the aim feels, how the aim assist feels, how the guns, how the damage feels.
You figure that out in the first couple days or weeks of playing the game. Those are your perks. Now it's like I feel like there's more decision making.
Very soon we're gonna see that.
I personally think is exciting.
Tomorrow.
I don't know what I'm going to be running, but it does feel like they were saying, what was it, that, the different type of classes they were trying to put. You have your rusher, kind of your more stealth type player, your sentinel. Like they want to, even if it's not like class-based per se, like they want to kind of funnel it with that behind the perks. So I think that's pretty dope.
But you can also make your own, so you can create it, pick your own 2 perks, your next one, and your ultimate, so you can figure out what you want. And it's just nice having like a rewarded game, especially when you're frying, getting that extra perk.
I want to see our, European streamers. They don't present it yet.
Game progresses slowly, so no matter how you're playing, you're going to get your perks eventually. But obviously, higher scoring game, you're going to get more. And it's just really interesting again. And the perks are almost tiered. And again, Jeff and Joe will come on the desk later on and talk about this in way more detail. But the idea that, like, the first 2 perks, they're fine. They sort of help out the gameplay. That mid-tier perk, way more sort of impactful. And that final perk, like, kind of like the super perk. That's not going to turn you into Captain America, but it is going to make you way more effective.
I kind of want to be Captain America
beans right now. Taking Jeff and Joe's thunder.
Well, Symphony was just on screen, so.
I mean, the wagon on that boy.
What?
There it is.
Right, listen, picture there.
Yeah, 2 million views on TikTok, something like that. It's impressive stuff.
That's what you're watching? In your free time, Quinn?
Yes, it might be. It might be.
Okay.
I'm watching them.
It's Brooke's TikTok, she's very creative.
This is a Search and Destroy, Call of Duty classic.
Search and Destroy, yeah, let me say this.
This is one of the maps that we saw in an intel drop not too long ago. Ooh, let's go. This is simply spectating Ash Sanders.
You don't like the recoil?
We're talking about like 3-lane maps. This is one of those maps that
the map, the gun is not completely built, so.
Well when it comes to a game with like Search and Destroy, like you have your traditional outer lanes, and they have their hidden corners, and they have their ways, and then that middle is just pure chaos. It's kind of like a little bit of like it reminds me of like a paintball range with all the walls and the corners that there are. So this is probably one of my favorite maps that we are playing right now in the beta testing, and as you can see, everybody is having so much fun on it. I mean, 4 and 5, everybody's doing pretty okay. It's a close game. Aiden has 14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other team.
Mason just realized he's on the stream, though. He's ready to get nasty. He's going in.
Oh, he's fully loaded. Look at the bottom. He's got all his perks.
He is perked up, quite literally.
Come on, Mason. Show me something special.
He is flying.
Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, no!
That's the Fennec. I was loving that one yesterday.
Oh!
That thing turns...
That's an OG weapon.
That turns people in a super close range, but Ponyhoff just gave him the business.
Smoked him.
It looks pretty much like Call of Duty.
Hurricane OP.
The multiplayer.
Hurricane.
It's such a
I mean, respawn and die, you know. Typical.
Like, the game has just been... Like,
it looks the same.
We liked about MW19, all the stuff that was already there existing. And
we're gonna see tomorrow how it feels like. But I think it's all about building your gun and making the right things to you.
And it was a close game, and now it's done.
He looked very sneaky, and then he was just evaporated.
I gotta say, the bunny hop is back.
Gonna play this tomorrow.
The bunny hop is clean. We know Sam LaRue Octane. Gotta give him a shout out. He's gonna be bunny hopping all day. We got Myth on the screen here. What's he using? M4, I think.
Again, looking at these weapons, you know it's an M4, but the configuration he has.
I was using the bigger sight, the double.
So definitely, what is gonna be, considering the best thing to this, is gonna be definitely Warzone 2. Definitely.
Here we go. We get to see what? That'll connect. Myth able to hit it. He's vibing right now. But it's crazy. Like, yeah, bottom right, you were kind of mentioning like how different the guns will look. The same type of gun just based on the attachments that it has. It's wild.
There's also in-game settings where you can make your gun a little more narrow, a bit wider, further away. I mean, there's options, you know, just create that sort of visual. Look, you want the game to be as appealing as possible for you. Maybe you don't want the gun to be so big to obscure the view. Maybe you're one of those players that...
settings personally. Like, give me the option to tweak it how I want, right?
There's a lot of settings in this game.
I'm gonna get lost in that for the entire first day, probably.
Once campaign hits, I'll spend about 3.5 hours messing with settings and then getting that first mission.
When I see Courage on a 5-streak, that pop up at the top of the screen, it might have. Courage might be popping off. Oh, well, he just died there, so take it back.
Ooh.
Come on, Swag.
Swag styled.
Hit it.
Swag.
Yeah, this sub looks like it's down there.
Also, all the sounds and everything when you level up guns.
This gun looks cool.
Everything is there. I mean,
I wish everyone could experience just this, like as much as we're enjoying the gameplay and stuff, and how cool it's been. Because like a lot of these content creators, like they're friends or they're familiar with each other. They play games online, but like it's not often you get them all in one place like this. It has just been a vibe. Seeing everybody going up, some meeting for the first time. Like I know Iceman and Isaac, we have interacted so many times on social. I've never met him in person, dude. We hugged for a solid 30 seconds. It was beautiful.
And it just shows like how hyped people get for Call of Duty. I was telling you, I was like, I can't believe I still get this amped for Call of Duty after over 10 years.
I don't think many things like bring everybody together like this. It is it's special.
The beta starts tomorrow, in case you've been living under a rock, or if you've just joined the stream.
Yeah, one of the two.
One of the two. There's no in between. User interface has been completely changed as well. Dead silence available on that lower right-hand side. Just a lot more.
Yo, Team Tad the Man has 73,000 people watching this. Watching him play, basically.
Weapon loadout, seeing the operators there. So many cool changes. A lot more of a streamlined experience. It's sexy. That's not a lot of ways to describe it.
I love that, especially like when you click start, you go and you look at your loadout, you switch weapons. It looks good. You can see everything. It's just right in front of your face. You know exactly what's
Jack Frag also has 17.
That's what you need. It's such a fast-paced game like Call of Duty. It's digestible.
I also quite enjoy that like it doesn't obscure too much of the in-game screen. So if I'm hitting pause, I'm checking stuff out, I still want to have some kind of like situational awareness when I'm in game.
Yeah.
And I will say in terms of balance of like ARs and SMGs, of course this is all of our our first peeks into it, but they've looked pretty balanced so far. Like
Looks like Dr. Disrespect what he did. He just added a clip with him doing the motion capture for his game, I guess. Man, he's like a competitor now, isn't he? Oh, that is Broken Machine in the back right there.
Fairly much there.
I love that because I mean it just feels like sometimes it turns into this one gun that can do.
I saw his.
I think everyone appreciates a little bit of variety. Like an AR feels like an AR.
Literally what this game is, because you could
I think it was him. I don't know.
Well, in a way, yeah. But like I think to Ali's point, like there seems to be a little more separation between.
Yeah, like I haven't seen the do-it-all gun just yet.
No, I mean we saw Aiden, of course, on the Mountain Dew green carpet. Like I want a broken shotgun, and I'm sure he can make it. But broken, we'll find out what.
The mini-map feels weird.
Of course, as the game
it is exactly like in Vanguard.
People across map that makes him move real fast. I mean, hey, who knows? Gunsmith is crazy.
This is beautifully textured.
If he can do it. Wild. I mean, no matter how much work has gone into this, we've got the nerds in the building, and this is where if anyone's gonna test some stuff, find some weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going to do it.
We've only scratched the surface.
Oh yeah,
we've touched it for 20 minutes.
Of what people are gonna do with this gun.
That's just not enough, is it, Miles?
Not enough. No idea what these guys are gonna come up with, but it's gonna be crazy.
This guy is playing with the controller. Look at him.
Look at Chef Tony. This is one of the most famous Italian men in the world. Makes a mean
Italian.
We love him.
Metal boots on the building. He's got the M4.
Metal boots.
He's gonna run this class setup from now until the next 2 years.
We're talking about.
This guy is also playing with a controller.
Chris Crowder. Listen, I'm not sure what's going on here. Chris has been growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time that I've seen. He's usually very baby-faced. Now he's kind of going for some sort of supermodel type thing, or maybe like being a rapper, singer. I'm not sure.
He's a handsome.
He really is. He really is.
A tiny little bit of a user interface there. If you hold a circle, whatever your sort of crouch button is when you're on a ladder, you can fast slide down it. So that's going to get spicy in the fight.
Oh, this guy didn't get killed there.
He's on his feet.
The Gouch.
Oh man, we will be playing all day, friends, all day.
You know what, the iron sights here kind of clean.
Well, I think this is great too for a lot of, I mean, people like you saw Zenny, you know, you saw Crowder, for those who don't know, you know, they work on the CDL side, you know, they're really in the midst of stuff during the season. They don't get to come to stuff like this that often and see all these content creators. I imagine they're in heaven. I've seen some of the tweets, just having a blast, meeting a lot of different people.
So as far as streaks goes, we haven't seen a whole lot. Obviously, Cruise Missiles there, Counter UAV, a classic, VTOL's going to be back. You know, everything. I mean, the Juggernaut is I think it's the final one, and it looks crazy. And whoever that AFK player was, get a grip. You are live at COD next. But yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff, and I mean, we're seeing Wilson's in there as well.
What I was gonna say. I love that.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Chopper Gunner's back. I mean, it's called, I think it's called Air Support now, but it's it's an AC-130. You know what I'm talking about, friends.
There's a Chopper Gunner here as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be seeing it all.
Yeah, Miles, like if we play against each other.
No way, that guy was playing like that.
I think I'm actually locked on this desk all day. I would love to play more.
after the ship's over, I think we can play more.
Yeah, I think we once the curtains go down, we're gonna dive on. Can you hear the chain?
Yeah, that's how I visualize like your ankle's just tied to the desk.
They can wheel me in the chair, but it's hard to get down the stairs. Here we go, another cruise.
Redman, how we doing?
And what a shot! He got 2.
Who's this guy? Oh, girl, what it is? It's a guy?
So this is the air support where you're saying.
Yeah, this is it's like kind of like a lightning strike. Yeah.
Nice.
What is that thing?
The Fennec, or it's a custom one.
Wait a minute.
Longer range, maybe. But that looks like the Fennec. Yeah, that's the Fennec Iron Sight.
That boy don't recoil.
What?
All right, Breadman's already found a winner.
Yeah, Bread's got it.
Oh my god!
It does recoil, but it like doesn't.
But he's holding that thing down though. But,
Yeah,
all right.
He's a mouse, obviously recoil, long range. You can manage that more, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot. He's just putting them down.
Yeah, cameraman, get in there real close. Show me the hands. Show me the hands. Oh, gun him.
So we played this map yesterday in the 3P mode. That was a lot of fun.
Museum, yeah, this is a lot of fun. We saw a top down of this on social.
This guy looks broken already.
You know how that sounds? So sad.
That sounds scary though. Yeah. You hear that? That better be on my team.
I mean, he is one of the better aimers I've seen though. Like a lot of the tournament stuff, when you're talking about mouse and keyboard players, like he is absolutely nuts with it. So not surprised to see him finding some wins in the long-range battles, but
I gotta see his recoil control.
So what do you guys think about all these maps so far? What's been your guys' favorite, Miles?
Honestly,
yeah, it doesn't look like he's pulling down a whole lot.
Honestly, this is Museum. Nice big central area, essentially 3 lanes.
This guy filled already the game, man.
Second story, we're about to go up there now. This is where Breadman is.
I think it's a guy.
We've got some decent lines of sight. Snipers are going to have a lot of fun here. We played Hardpoint on this map. We played Prisoner Rescue. Courage and I clutched up big time last night.
I don't know why the hat looks like a bad filter to him.
And I can hear Jack picking up 3-4 kills. Let's go, baby! Screaming.
This guy is like dominating already with this gun.
Yeah.
It was great. It was really great. We had a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool, you know, the opening breaks and stuff. Like
he's on a 15 streak, by the way.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he was frying.
He's literally annihilating the lobby. Yeah, let's stick with him. He's on 15 in a row. Another cruise coming in. Bang!
This is the Elgato replay of how this all started.
Oh, he gets 2 again. Just ripping them.
It's the same 2 people. No, sorry, this guy. Oh, it's a replay.
Oh, is it? Yeah. I was about to say.
Yeah,
he was on 15 in a row. I thought he got another one. I thought he wrapped his streaks.
It's all good, Clint.
Oh, dude, I basically just pulled a symphony, dude, when he was casting the pregame lobby.
Oh, and it was a tournament.
I thought he earned another one. Well, last thing I saw was 15 streak. I was fired up for my guy.
So he put a. So it's M4. His just sounds crazy. I think it's the dubbing of the audio.
It might be his stream, but either way,
it's his stream.
That boy is ripping metal. So, again, it's kind of cool to see there on the bottom side of the screen for a moment there how the perk system works. He's already at his 2nd tier of perks, which I think was spot.
This guy is good, dude.
19 kills. Let's go, Breadman. And of course, he's working his way towards that final perk.
This guy is really good.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. I thought he wrapped streaks now, is it? He is annihilating everyone.
20.
He's farming.
Yeah, he's literally farming.
Somebody kill Breadman.
Wait, do you guys see the movement though that I was talking about? Like how when you're moving, like your whole body, like it's different than other Call of Duty games. It's very hard to put into words, but once you get your hands on this game, like you can tell everything moves with you. Like usually the gun's fairly stationary, but like everything is moving with you at all times.
And you can see it, so that's
you can see
for
it.
more of the hardcore players, the players that go out there and they're like jiggle peeking, your hips and your head.
Yeah, like everything's going.
So it's a little bit different. When you play the 3P mode, you can get a better understanding of like how that looks, and you'll see that a little bit later today.
Just like the physics of the character.
The physics of the character has been reimagined, so it's different. So throw on those shoulders.
You got to be a little careful. I mean, everyone's like Shakira out there throwing the hips around. You got to be very. I mean, it's the animation.
I've been compared to Shakira, yeah.
I don't doubt that, but you got to look how smooth the animations can be. And
Looks like he's the guy that, you know, completely finishing some kill streaks and maybe do the V1 and call the nuke.
Wait, we're gonna get up there and kick his ass.
He's the guy that is completing the nuke, basically.
That was Breadman. Yep.
It's not like running and gunning like these guys do or this girl do here. You just like find the right spot and stay there and keep the place.
Going on the timeline for sure. Redman's got clips for days.
He's that kind of a guy.
I mean, Destroy's calling the streaks to the SAE above.
What have we got here?
We got a sniper.
I just think about, imagine loading in, like trying to check everything out, run some different guns, and Breadman's just up top.
Yeah, no, he just looked dialed in. I don't think he said a word. Hit it! Ah! ADS not quick enough there. Two posted up on the bridge, just shutting him down. But
so he has the pistol on Miles. Remember we were playing with it? We turned into a fully auto sub yesterday.
He's camping.
Yeah, so of course, Gunsmith is ridiculous. 2.0.
Yeah.
You can turn your sidearm into something pretty.
Well, I think this is how the game is gonna go for the multiplayer, isn't it?
Clint, you were singing the Spider-Man song earlier. Hey man, not too. If Spider-Man carried a Glock, yeah, baby. It is crazy to see like how much damage you can do with that thing, and just I mean, it's something that we have to learn now as Call of Duty players. I have to now look at funny ledges and see. Where
No way.
Yeah.
Really, if you keep your position, you're kind of winning the gunfights.
Short amount of time that I did have. I tried the camera one. It was so interesting.
It feels like rushing on them. It doesn't help in like too much of it.
You hold your own flank.
You're just gonna die.
That's great. And again, another thing. Oh! Oh, Isaac, he nearly got both of them there. And of course, Isaac, one of our streamers coming in from Europe, made the long trip across.
yeah, I was wondering how many people we had here internationally. I've casted over him in a bunch of Warzone tournaments. He's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster. But as he's just trying to hit some snipes and try some of the different weapons out, Breadman's kind of been annihilated in the lobby. But there we go. Another shot gonna hit. Bang!
I'm already really liking the sounds of these guns. I'm liking the way the crosshairs look. Like this is something I cannot wait to get. Oh,
The crosshair is actually cool on this sniper.
Followed up with the fourth in the feed. That was very satisfying.
No, this is not the mobile version. No, this is the PC version.
What's that field upgrade he has there? I can't tell from here.
that could be the portable radar.
That might, yeah.
So that little bad boy kind of gives you sort of a local sort of UAV, but the radius isn't obviously great. But hey man, in a pinch, I'll take it.
Dude, look where that bullet hit. Just hit like right on the panel of the window. So the first shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
I was using this yesterday. It's a powerful shot.
It
got
feels,
a couple collabs.
Oh, wait, somebody saved him.
Oh my god!
It was Breadman. Oh my god. Mercs was trying to assassinate Isaac. All right, get us out of there. Over the crowd.
Here's the Fennec. You run so quick with this thing.
Yeah, so basically this event, it's from this point, it's about streamers. I guess if you are invited, you have that exclusivity.
Okay, Sean J.
And your viewers is gonna, you know, watch your stream and feel the what is happening with the game from your perspective as a gamer, basically, not just as a watcher. So I think this is gonna go on like this. So we kind of have a glimpse of what it is with this.
I think something that you could learn.
Pretty much the multiplayer is probably similar to Vanguard or the other games. I wonder how the gun and the movement is gonna feel like, but tomorrow we're gonna do streaming. Also have this this game pre-order, so we're gonna check it out there. That was kind of the presentation of this. So from this point, people is just gonna play the game, and we're gonna see it tomorrow how it's feeling like. I wonder when the beta is actually gonna be available on my side. This is like 12th. Yeah, we're gonna see it.
Yeah, he's in the perfect area to use this weapon.
We're gonna see. Let me go here real quick. So yeah, starting tomorrow, we're also gonna have the game to play. That was a presentation of this. It looks very interesting to me from the perspective of the Warzone 2. Also the new modes. I think Warzone 2 is gonna be the star of this, and it's gonna push some of the channels in the right place, pretty much. I'm not sure what my camera is doing right now, but I think it's alright here. So yeah, we're gonna be able to play it tomorrow. open beta in about, I guess, 12 hours plus or something. We're able to test it out here as well. And yeah, that was it for this presentation. Hopefully it's gonna be a good one. Hopefully we're gonna have some fun with it in the normal multiplayer. It is good that it's gonna be normal multiplayer for about like 2 weeks, and immediately after they're gonna release the Warzone immediately. So it's just 2 weeks, so they know it's gonna be classic multiplayer that is just not what people is interested in. Yeah, tomorrow this is gonna be the moment when we're gonna test the game and see how it feels like. Look, thank you guys for watching, and catch you boys with this. I don't know, should we do some 2042 after this one? Definitely gonna close the stream. I wonder if there's any copyrights on it. We're gonna find out tomorrow as well. So yeah, that was it. Catch you bad boys. I'm thinking if I should do a Battlefield 2042 stream. Should I do it? I don't know. Right. I'll think about it. Yeah, cheers for staying with me today. Catch you bad boys later. Peace.